Good morning, dear participants. We are going to start in some minutes, please.
Good morning, Ms. Pilar. We are waiting.
Okay, dear participants, we are going to start. Please, my recommendation is that keep your microphones in silence. On behalf of our Principal of Education in Dirección Regional de Educación, Mrs. María Victoria Madrid Mendoza, and on behalf of our principal in pedagogical area, Mr. Fred Jorge Latorre Calvo, I'm going to give you all the good greetings and congratulate for participate on this workshop for all the English teachers. This workshop is totally volunteer in order that we can learn some technological tools to make our classes more active. My name is María del Pilar Pasache Guizabal. I am the language specialist from Callao. And before we start, I will ask you all the participants to make a reflection for all what is happening in our world. Okay, send a message if you are Catholic to the God. If you're not Catholic, maybe you think if another religion, we are going to send a message for all the people that is suffering from this terrible sickness, COVID-19. So we will say a small message. God, please give all the effort and give all the blessing for those people who suffer this terrible sickness, and protect our families, our friends, ourselves from all the bad things. It's important that we keep healthy, to help our students, to help our families, and please God give us the strength that we need. Thank you, dear participants, for this message. It's important that we give 1 minute to say thank you to God. Thank you for all that we have. Thank you for your family. Thank you for the time that you are here. Say thank you to all that we receive and we can do today. Okay, now, I don't know, our principal authorities are going to get into the meeting in some minutes and they will participate soon. A nuestras autoridades se van a ir uniendo a nuestro taller y harán su participación en español. Por el momento he dado los saludos y el mensaje de reflexión para iniciar este taller. Don't forget the recommendation, please keep your microphone in silent. And also write any comment and comments and questions in the chat. This meeting is recording. Don't worry, this meeting is recording, so you can see the video on the direct Facebook or on YouTube. Okay, so don't worry, I'm going to, we are recording the presentation. Now, I'm going to present our teacher trainer today. She's a very important colleague that I met her many years ago. And we took some courses and we know each other many years ago. So I'm going to present today Mrs. Alicia Aguilar Escandón. She holds an English teacher major in education at Enrique Guzmán Valle Public University of Education. She got a specialization in active English methodology, and she has been a language teacher for 1 year in Japan, 15 years at Peruano Suizo Public School in Comas. She's Peruvian, but nowadays she's teaching at USA. She took a course in Arizona, and now she works for College Charter School of Lowell in Massachusetts in USA. So I'm going to introduce my friend Alicia Aguilar, an excellent teacher trainer, that today she's going to present all these ideas, technological tools to make our classes more active. Okay, hello Alicia.
Hey, how are you doing, Pilar? How are you doing, everybody, my colleagues? Have a very beautiful day today. Let's begin. Today, good morning, colleagues. Today, we are going to share some online tools to make your classes more dynamic. Everybody, nowadays, we are going through a lot of difficulties, as Pilar said before, and not only in the world, but also in our families, right? And sometimes when we have to teach our students, and we face a lot of difficulties with a computer, with technology. Sometimes we think that we are left alone, or sometimes we think like, oh, it's too overwhelmed. Nobody understands me. No, so we feel very like in a tight place, in a very difficult situation. But let me tell you something, that not only you are feeling the same way. Every teacher in every country, we feel the same way. In my school also, we feel like very stressed out. So we are in the same boat. We are facing the same difficulties. So don't feel sad, or maybe thinking that you are left alone. No, we are in the same boat. Okay, today we are going to share some ideas and tools that you can use it with your students. For instance, sometimes your students ask you, teacher, I want to know more about English because I love it. So what can I do? And sometimes you, using the own personal, you can give them ideas so that they can practice their English. Okay, so let me share with you. I usually like to go into my navigator called Mr. Google. So
Alicia, your microphone. You need to activate your microphone. Alicia, your microphone. We cannot listen to you. Okay, now it's...
Yeah?
Yes.
From the beginning?
Yes, please.
Of course, of course. Okay. Good morning, colleagues. Good morning. Today, we're going to share about some online tools to make your classes more dynamic. Nowadays, everybody, we are facing difficult times. Not only you, everybody in the whole world also teaches. Sometimes you feel like you are left alone, that nobody listens to you, that you have a lot of information in technology, and it's too much, it's too overwhelmed. So you feel stressed out. Do not worry, because everybody, we are in the same boat. We are going through the same situation. So don't feel bad. No, we are here to learn and we are here to share, but we just have to overcome this. We usually say, at the end of the tunnel, there is always a light. So another thing that this is a piece of advice for you. When you're going to begin your classes, do not hesitate to tell your students something important. First of all, of course, you're going to tell them, I expect this from you, but also tell them, students, you know, I want from you two things: be patient and cooperate. At the beginning, Pilar said, let's have patience. We have some technical issues. This happened. So tell your students what you're facing to. Just tell them, I want you students to have two things. I want you to have patience with me, and I want you to cooperate. So this is a very nice web page here on Personal. Here, students, you can give this website to your students so that they can practice their English better. Now here, there are many levels like basic, intermediate, advanced. There are a lot of like conversations and also a lot of readings for different levels. Another tool that is very nice is wordart.com. So we're going to go there so that you can have an idea about this. Going to minimize this. And then.
Good morning, Miss. Good morning.
Be patient with me. I'm looking for my Google. So if you type in here, you're going to type in here wordart.com. Look, wordart.com. So you click in enter, and did you see wordart.com? You click here, and you are going to create. Imagine that you are teaching professions. So you are going to create an art image like this with profession.
Alicia, we can invite all the participants enter to your computers and can make step by step what you share right now.
That would be a great idea.
Okay,
they can do so.
Dear participant, if you are in your computers, enter to the Google and type word art. This application is going to be useful to create materials. Thank you, Alicia.
Good. So now get into your Google searcher and type in word art. So here is very easy. You just look at the computer. Here you're going to click on create. We're going to create. So look, first you go to create. Then this screen comes to me. Then what are you going to do? Look, did you see all these names? So, but you want to write your names, no? Maybe you are working with verbs. Let's imagine, let's put in the situation that you want to teach to your students verbs first. So what do we do here? So here, did you see here, there's clear? So you have to clear all these words, clear. And then you're going to type in here the words. Maybe you want speak, work, teach, play, wear. You also could have like a list in Word and you just import it, or maybe you copy and paste. Let's see, buy. I don't know, I'm just typing verbs that they are coming to my mind. Understand. So, and you can write more verbs. That doesn't mean that you have to be a stick with verbs. You could also use professions, stuff like that. Fix and learn. We're going to stop here, okay? Then what else do you do? Then you go into shapes because you want to make your image with a shape that you want. Let's see, which one do you want? So now I think we need something nice. So I'm looking for the image that I want. What about this? This looks very appealing. And then I'm going to visualize. It's creating. You have to be patient. Did you see the verbs? So then maybe one idea could be, for instance, your student, Maria del Pilar, please tell me one sentence in simple present with a speak. Or maybe Ulises Valerio, please tell me one sentence in simple present with word. Or maybe you are learning about a past. Karen, please tell me one sentence with teach, right? But also not only that, you could also ask your students to create their own. So they are going to be immersed in their learning. So for instance, now you could also download, but when you download this, you can do it in JPEG because that is most common. So then I download it and here it is. Did you see? So then.
Yes, we can see.
Excellent. There, as you know, this is free. So there are some icons that they are not going to work, but we are taking advantage of it right now. So I don't want this. I want another icon. Let's see. What about this? And then you visualize. You have to be patient. Also, computers, they have to think. Did you see? And then you see a bunch of verbs here. So it's really fun. But you could also create, but also your students can create, and then they can share it with the class, right? So then, or maybe happy face. And then we are visualizing that. Let the computer think something. The computer, let's see, look, did you see? Now, for instance, and then here you can change the font, the type of the letter. You can change the style, what colors. So here you go into words. Now, I am teaching now professions. You clear, and then you already have it in a Word document. So I go into my Word document and a piece of cake. Very simple, very easy. You just copy and paste. Copy, because you are a very well-organized teacher. You know your vocabulary, you have it in a list, and then you go into your website, and what do? You paste. Oops. Let's see. Let's visualize. Oh, entonces, wait a minute, be patient with me. So I think the better is that you type the words down there. It's much better. Yesterday it was working, but we have to continue. No big deal. So let's continue. This is really something, a very beautiful tool that you can take advantage of it. Now,
and the most important, that is totally free. You can find it in the Google, right, Alicia?
Yes, you just type in Google word art, and then you are going to come to this screen, and then you just type in the words.
Thank you. That's a very nice idea.
Look.
And I can read the comments of the teachers in the chat. They said, excellent idea. Congratulations, Miss.
Listen up. Now, look. What I had to do you remember? I had my document, my Word. You have to import it. You import it, and then you paste it. Do you remember I had, these are the words, and then did you see now? I visualize. Did you see? So do you remember you had your words? So
Yes.
you have to import them. Import, and you copy here. Okay? And then that's it. Let's continue. Interesting. Right? Now, this doesn't apply only for professions. It applies to professions, anything, verbs, numbers, different things, vocabulary, nouns, plurals, no?
Right. I would like to ask the participant who did it right in this moment, this application, who entered to the application and create your word art. Any volunteer that maybe you are in your computer and you are trying to practice, to check and create your own. Is there any volunteer to say it? There is a question. It says, how can we share with our students?
Then if they are using Zoom, you have the answer for that, Miss Pilar, because you are good at Zoom.
Hello, can you hear me, Miss Alicia, Miss Pilar?
Yes.
Yes.
Jimmy, Ronald, yes.
Yes, Jimmy, hello.
Hello, well, great to see you, Miss Pilar, and dear teachers, and thank you, Aguilar. Yeah, I have done my word art. Thank you, Miss Aguilar, and well, very amazing and interesting and dynamic work. Thank you. Yeah, great. Yes.
Excellent. Let's continue. Let's continue. Good.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jimmy. Thank you.
Let's
And congratulations, Jimmy is a top teacher in Callao. We have many top teachers.
Oh,
yeah.
let's encourage Jimmy. Excellent, excellent, Jimmy.
Yeah, thank you. And also we invite you to this week we start with Aprende en Casa in channel 7 on TV Peru. And well, that is for our programs. Yes, it's
congratulations. I saw your video, Mr. Flores.
Yeah, I know Mr. Flores, I'm Mr. Rioja, but it was part of great. Thank you. But it was great. Thank you. Thank you so much.
But now you are famous.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much. Keep going.
I know that many teachers are doing good things now and you are learning, dear participant. The most important is to try and practice these tools in order to help you. There are more, don't worry, there are more and more. The idea is that you give you time to practice and create your word art because you can learn through the practice. Okay, we don't want that this virtual workshop is only listening. No, try. We invite you to try in your computers, enter to the wordapp.com and create with your list of words that you are practicing with your student. Maybe you are doing vocabulary for personal information, for maybe you can add questions, WH questions, and create on this word art and make our student more active and catch their attention, because sometimes we need to catch them because we can see that some of them, they are connected, but they are not present. They are sleeping in the class. Yes, so maybe we need to catch their attention, and that's our objective. Now let's continue, my dear friends, Alicia.
Good. The most important about this, it's free and no subscription. You don't have to pay anything. Let's continue. As you could see here, you can see different shapes, stuff like that. This is what I created before. Another one is class tools. Maybe most of you know about this, but this is really a very nice website, very nice. You can edit that. So let's go to our Mr. Google. So we're going to type in our Google searcher, class tools.
Dear Alicia, could you also send the link in the chat that
Yes, class
the
tools.
participant can enter directly from the chat?
Yeah, it's very easy, teachers. I'm going to do that, but also look at me, look at the computer. Class tools, that's it. And then, did you see the first one? Do that. Okay, so look, I do this, class tools, and then this is really good, but it's a lot of time consuming. So we are going to explore with this. So here in this roulette, you can edit names. This is mostly for names, but also I think you could use it with verbs. For instance, edit names. So what I usually do is I have my list of the name of my students, and I copy here. Or here, maybe you can write the verbs that you've been learning. I usually have here did you see here? For instance, I have here my verbs. I copy and I paste it. If you want, you could also type in. Okay, you could type like where, no, go, it's stuff like that. But I want to copy because to save some time. So I have these verbs, no? So submit. And then when I am teaching to my students, then I would say, I will make a click here, and then when the verb comes here into the screen, then you're going to make a sentence using that verb. Or maybe you're going to make a sentence using the past tense of that verb. Or maybe you're going to create a sentence, and then you're going to add more information about that. Look. Let's see, Pilar, let's see here. I want to share the sound. Share sound.
Okay, you need to share the sound, go to the top.
See?
Go to the top, on the right, you can see 3 points, and share the sound.
Yeah, share sound.
We have a teacher, Lilian Caruba. She did it. She did the word art, the previous application.
Look, another one, it's right. And so on and so forth. So then your student, look, as it is, did you see, look, as it, the roulette is spinning around, then we have less verbs. Simple present using the verb send. And then maybe another student is going to make a sentence in past. Maybe this is third grade. Then another student is going to make a sentence with where. Then another student is going to make a sentence with get. And then another student is going to make a sentence with get by. But what happened? Now, for instance, now you want to hear, oops. Okay, be patient with me.
And this wheel can be useful to put our students' names.
Exactly.
And when we want to select them to participate, and your names can be in the wheel.
Of course, look, the name of the web page was class tools. Okay, so you have maybe the name of your students in a Word document. So you copy the name of your students, you copy them, and then you copy, and then you go into here, the roulette, and then you edit the names. You don't want these American names. You want to personalize. You want your names. So then I'm going to paste my student's name and then submit. And then, okay, now I want the following students to participate in the class. He or she has to make a sentence with simple questions. Another student, I want, this time is going to be Jordan. Okay, Jordan did his sentence. Now, another student who's going to participate is Jay. Students, listen, we don't know who's going to be the person who's going to participate. Now, let's see, the other student who's going to participate is Matthew. No? Something like that. As you see, we are getting rid of the names little by little. The next participant is going to be Elisa, and the next participant is going to be Alicia. Are you ready? And the next participant is going to be, let's see who's going to be the next participant. Scott. You are the last student. Did you see
There are comments on the chat that say they I have a question. Can we download this application
No.
in WhatsApp, through the WhatsApp?
That is a good question for people with for the service, for the guru in your department, for the people who knows the technology. I mean, I usually do it online.
Okay, online. Yes, we can use this in our classes online that we have with our students. Maybe try to make any Zoom or Google Meet with the student and try these tools. We are going to ask the technological people if we can download in the WhatsApp. Yes.
Very good question.
One question.
Another question?
Yes, please.
Okay.
How many students can accept this application? Because we have 42 students.
No, but you put it on your computer and you just put the click in the middle and the roulette is going to spin so the students know, because you are sharing your screen, right, with the students. So when you click the roulette, then the verb of the name is going to come up and they are going to do something with that. So the students, they don't need that application.
Acá en
The
Lima
teacher,
no estamos para chullo. Yo te acepto si estuvieras en...
okay, continue.
Yes, continue. Thank you, teacher. Good question. The idea is that a teacher can prepare this material online and make the classes interactive. You can attend or have many students, don't worry, and they can put your names on the wheel, right? And they you can see the list of your students. If you have 45, you can see the 45 names on the list.
But it's going to be tiny, no? That cake is going to be tiny. But try, you know, we usually have to try. This is another wheel design that is done. A wheel design. So this one is already done. So what do you do under quarantine? And then they give you some ideas, you know, like phone an old friend. So this is just, it's just done. So this just, I am presenting you so that you have some more ideas about it. So another thing that is very important is like everything that is movement is very easy, is very important because it catches the attention from the students. So whenever you want to do something like a GIF image, it's very easy to do that. How? You just go into the Google and then you type the name and you type the word GIF. So that is the extension. So for instance, you go into Google and maybe you want to have the verb eat. So then you type in eat and the extension gift. And did you see that, for instance, look. So then you copy this into your Word, into your PowerPoint, and then you use this for a sentence. You use this image, and then you create a sentence, okay? So, for instance, this is what I create. As you know, GIF, this is the extension. So you type in the Google what you want, cook, for instance, cook, space, GIF, and then you're going to have little images that they move a little bit. They are very in capacity, they are very little. They are not very heavy as a video. So for instance, rotisserie chicken is more delicious than pizza. So this, number one, catches the attention from the students because these little images, they are moving. They are catchy. Salad is healthier than a hamburger. So there is a web page, Giphy, that they have a bunch of GIF images. For instance, she's drinking coffee. It's a tiny little video. No? So I'm using these images in GIF so to make my sentences what I'm going to teach to my students. So it's catchy, did you see? And they are also funny. Of course, there are disadvantages because sometimes when you put it, you want to make it bigger, so it's not clear. But I think, look, it's really catchy because the students are very engaged watching, and it's also very funny. So what are you going to do? You are going to go into Google and you just type in the word and then you have to write gift. Or if not, you go to Giphy and then you type what you want. For instance, run. You go enter and you have a lot of like this, you see, and you can use this to make your sentences so that you can teach what you are supposed to. So they are very catchy, did you see? Look.
Yes, we can make our presentation more active, and also the students, they really want to see our PowerPoints. They would like to see our class presentation.
Did you see? So it's funny, it's enjoyable, and the kids, they are going to like it. Not only you produce everything, you can also ask the students, we've been working on simple present, so now I want you to make a sentence using this GIF application, and then you share the screen with me, and then you tell me the sentence, something like that. So this is another tool. This is really, 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 really nice. I really like it. Of course, you can do this also in Google Translation, but this application, Natural Reader, in my opinion, is a very good tool. what do? You go into Mr. Google. And you type in natural reader.
Okay, on the chat, the teachers are sharing their experience with some of the tools. For example, the wheels. If Mr. Ulises use the wheel to make questions, and okay, still teachers,
Questions. Good.
Yes, you can type your comments, your experience with these tools on the chat, because also it's another way of sharing ideas, sharing experience, teacher. Don't worry, because this presentation is recording and I'm going to send the video and the PowerPoint. Yes, in our group, and also through emails that everybody can receive it. Thank you, Alicia. Continue now.
So in your Google searcher, you're going to type in natural reader. So I click on natural reader, and then you go, those people who are following me on their computers, you go to online reader, correct? So we type in Google search, natural reader, we do click there, and then we go here, go to online reader. So this application is very beautiful. For instance, this is just an example. You are working simple present with your students. You introduce them the verbs, you practice with them pronunciation, you practice with them images, etc. So now they have to tell you that you have to know, they have to produce the language. So, but you are the only one, you are not an octopus who can duplicate and teach individually. So you ask to your students that they are going to write like a paragraph about their routine. They're going to write about their routine. After that, since they need to practice the English pronunciation, they're going to go into natural reader, and they are going to use this application. In my case, I am a student, so I did my homework, okay, my daily routines. Scott gets up at 7 o'clock every day. So then I type in my daily routines, but since the teacher told me that I'm going to make a presentation about this, I want to practice. No, I have some free time, I want to practice, because the teacher is super busy, she has many, many classes. So I am, as a student, copy this, what I did, and then I go to natural reader, and here I disregard this, I delete, and then I copy what I have created. So then here up on the top part, did you see here a little guy, the icon of a person? I click here, and then here I'm going to choose, what do I want? I want Ryan, I want somebody from the United States called Ryan that he's going to read it for me. Or maybe I am very picky and I want somebody from England, and because I want to learn that accent. That is up to you. So I'm going to choose, in my case, English, and Sharon is going to read it. After that, what I do is I play and listen.
Scott gets up at 7 o'clock every day. He does his homework in the cafeteria after breakfast. By 8 o'clock he walks to his English class. Scott cooks hamburgers in the grill. He goes to the mountain to take pictures on weekends. He checks his emails on Sunday night. After that, he takes a shower, then he goes to bed.
Pilar, I think I didn't share the volume, right?
Yes, the sound is sharing. I can listen to it. No
Thank
worries.
you very much. So now you want something like from something like with an accent, with a British accent. So what do? Same thing. I don't want American, I want British accent. So then, same thing, you go into here and then you choose. You even can choose between the English from Australia or maybe from England. Let's see here, Charles. So now Charles is going to read your paragraph.
Scott gets up at 7 o'clock every day. He does his homework in the cafeteria after breakfast. By 8 o'clock he walks to his English class. Scott cooks hamburgers in the grill. He goes to the mountain to take pictures.
And if you see down, they are highlighting what they are reading.
He goes to the mountain to take pictures on weekends. He checks his emails on Sunday night. After that, he takes a shower, then he goes to bed.
Okay, did you see? Now, but Miss Aguilar, sometimes, you know, like Región Callao send us like Aprendo en Casa. So we have a lot of like handouts with that. Don't worry. Also, this application reads PDF documents. So look.
Input mode.
So let's see. We are going to clear this. Did you see here open documents? So here you are going to import. You open this, you open your documents, and I am going to find for Aprendo en Casa PDF. And then I open that. Now here is Aprendo en Casa. But there is some information here that I don't want. I want my students to practice the dialogue. That is what I want. So I put my mouse here, right?
Hi, my name's Sari. What is your name? Hello, Sari. My name is Donaldo. How do you spell your name? Donaldo? Can you repeat it? Yes, Donaldo. What is your last name? It is Trolco. Can you spell your last name?
Stuff like that. As I said, you can change here. You can change here the accent.
Can you spell your last name?
Okay.
Truco. What's your ID number? It's 21,476,523. Do you vote? Yes. I'm excited to vote. How old are you? I am 18 years
And
old.
it's highlighting.
Let's exchange personal information. Transcript. Learning experience 1. Conversation.
So this is a very beautiful, I really love Natural Reader. To my knowledge, I think Google Translation, it could translate and read, but they cannot read PDF documents. So this is a really good application because you can tell your students to go into this website, Natural Reader, and then you teach them step by step what they are supposed to do, and they can practice their presentation, their information, daily routines, etc.
Thank you, Alicia. This is a great tool because we have some material from Aprendo en Casa that have tests, and sometimes they don't have audio. And we need the audio in order that our students can listen it and practice at home. If we teach our students to use this tool, the natural readers, okay, they will practice the pronunciation at home and they can improve the pronunciation. And great idea. So I invite all the participants to try, you first as teacher, try this tool, try to adapt your material because you have your printed material of Aprendo en Casa in PDF version, so you can upload the PDF version, and this application can read with the accent of English that you would like that the student practice. Yes, American accent or the British accent. Okay, on the chat, I can read the comments, Alicia. Say thank you, great tool. Helpful materials, native English. Yes, you can choose the accent. Yes, if you want American, British, if you want the voice,
Australian,
the voice sound, the female sound, right? Okay. Thank you, dear teachers. Thank you for your comments.
Okay, so then of course it has limitations, right? You cannot save information, and also you cannot download in MP3, right? But this is free. You have to take advantage of what they offer as free. So now let's continue. So we talk about natural reader. We talk about how we cut and paste the information, and then we look for what kind of accent do we want to hear, American, British, or maybe if I want to upload PDF documents. No, this is another, no, this is just a step by step. I am a puzzle. So in I am a puzzle, I really like this. It's very easy. It's very fun also, and students are going to love it. What do? One more time, you go into my friend. I usually go like that, no? But you could have your way how you get in online. I am a puzzle. So then I go into Google search and I type in I am a puzzle. And then did you see in the Google I am a puzzle, and then you click in I am a puzzle. Now here, my example, you could, I'm going to use my example. Let's see. What I'm going to do, for instance, because I want to do like I am working in personal information. My pictures from my computer, I'm going to get my picture and I open. I am going to personalize. I'm going to edit this. I want classic. Did you see? Classic. Do I want hearts? Did you see the heart? Did you see hearts? Do I want stars? Did you see at the bottom the image how it changes? Do I want honeybee? Do I slide? Do I want a swap? Do I want mystery? Do I want classic? I want classic. So then, how do you want? Easy, medium, hard, very hard? Very hard is going to look like that, very hard. So I want easy. And then I'm going to start. Allow the computer to read. And then I'm going to start. So then I have my puzzle of myself. So what are you going to do? You're going to tell to your students that they are going to put together the puzzle. But in the meantime, they are putting together the puzzle, they are going to tell you information about themselves. So I am a student now. So in the meantime, I'm putting together the puzzle. I'm going to tell you, I'm going to tell you my biography about me. Good morning. My name is Alicia. I am a teacher. I work with kids. I like teaching. I love baby blue. My favorite color is baby blue. I love eating, but I hate cooking. And I like drinking wine. The home. Oh, this is easy. No, it's not easy. You know why? Because you ask the students, number one, to put the puzzle together. Then you ask them in the meantime, they were putting the puzzle together, you ask them to tell you something about them. So here there are two cognitive processes. They are thinking, not only the language, but they are also thinking about how they are going to put the puzzle together, concentration. So this is when you are doing that process of saying something in the target language. So they are going to like it and they are going to learn. So you could also do with a verb. Here it says, So here it's and how many, the minutes that I did it and stuff like that. Let's see. For instance, you are working in verbs. Let's see, verbs. So my pictures, and then you go maybe the verb drink. Then let's see, I want heart. Okay, I want maybe median. Then you're going to tell your students, you are going to make sentences with this verb, simple present. You start, and then you're going to check them later in how many minutes he did that activity. Hi, my name is Scott. I am 20 years old. That is hard. No.
It could be hard for us, maybe.
Yeah, because you are talking at the same time you are doing. So what I'm going to do, yes. What I'm going to do is classic. It's easy for me. Thank you. Easy. Arigato. And then here I start. So as I said, you tell your students that they are going to tell you sentences in simple present maybe, or maybe simple past with the verb shown. Like, okay, my name is Scott. I usually get up early and I like to drink my coffee. And then maybe you are keeping track of how many sentences I said. So then I love coffee, especially hot coffee. And I like to drink Inca Cola. Oh, there are some here, there are more here. Okay. So there are two missing. This is here. No? There are two missing, but it's excellent.
You can, teacher. You can do it. Try.
Okay, stuff like that, no? So
That's
let's see.
great, Alicia.
Excellent.
And also imagine that we can use this to describe pictures, a student, or find out the picture that is in disorder, and the students can put in order, saying some vocabulary, expressing examples. Okay, and what Alicia said, they connect your mind function with the cognitive function with the expression of the language. So in that way, they activate your learning. When we activate, the neuroscience says that you can make any cognitive connection, but at the same time, you are expressing something. So you are developing your intelligence more. You are making the connection, and your memory keeps what you are learning in that moment.
To people that are senior, they advise them to make puzzles. So now you're going to introduce puzzles into your classroom. And not only that, it's going to be attached with a target language, then it's going to be more meaningful. And then the neurons are going to be making those connections. So that is why it's important. Not only the putting together the puzzle, but also the speaking part. So far, so good. So now this is very nice. Now, if you want, you can do it with a difficult one, okay?
It could be a challenge for all of us to do it the difficult.
Okay, now you could listen. It's very important when you ask your students about something, like for instance, personal information or something, or maybe when they are going to talk about their daily routines, make them to use their own pictures. When they personalize something, they are more into that. So this is my advice. So now, plural. Of course, you are going to teach your students, you're going to present. For instance, now you are a teacher and I am a teacher, I'm going to introduce you plurals. No? Try to make it meaningful. Try to make something like a joke out of it. So when I introducing plurals, you are saying, okay, this is the second rule of the plurals. And when the nouns finishes in O, X, Z, S, Z, H, S, H, you have to add ES to the noun to make it plural. Okay, students. For instance, if your noun finishes in O, X, Z, S, Z, H, S, H, you add ES. Remember this, class. Remember this, class. Me saco 0 en inglés. Eso está mal. Como me saqué 0, me saco 0 en inglés. Eso está mal. Llamo al zorro. Después a Superman. Como no puede Superman, llamo a Chapulín. Chapulín no puede, llamo a Shrek. So you have to create something like a mnemonic so that they can understand and they can maybe understand the rule. For instance, students, this noun finishes in S, Superman. What do we add to make it plural? Passes ES. Class, this noun finishes in Chapulín. What do I add? ES. Watch, this noun finishes in Chapulín. Watches. This noun finishes in Shrek. What do I add? Brushes. This noun finishes in Chapulín. What do I add? Witches. This noun finishes in O. Me saqué 0, 0, 0. ES. Tomatoes. Oh, this finishes in O. Me saqué 0. I add ES. Oh, eso está mal. Boxes. No, stuff like that. So the mnemonics are very important. Okay, so that would be like a class of a sample of plurals, creating mnemonics. Now we're going to see another tool, Nearpod. So those people who are using their computer, you have to type in Nearpod. So then when you type in Nearpod, this one, Nearpod, they are going to ask you to sign in. I advise you to sign in. Everybody has Google. So enter with Google. And then after that, they are going to ask you for your email address. And then you just type in. After that, this is register for free. You make a click on that. This is to create, because now we're going to create something. And then they are going to ask you like very easy, like what materials do you teach? Like you just type in here, you're going to see the option. It says English, and then you type, you don't type, you just scroll down and you're going to see English levels. You could put 6 for any level. And then role teacher. It's very easy. You're going to see that it's very easy. And then you just say okay or accept. So now, everybody who is following me on your Google, type in Nearpod. So let's do it together. We're going to do it together. Nearpod. So I go into Google and I type in Nearpod. Nearpod. And Nearpod, I click in here. I click in here, Nearpod. Then what I do, I choose teachers. So I sign up for free, teachers. Then in my case, I sign up with Windows 365. In my case, you sign it with Google because you have an account. Type in there. Then it comes this screen. So you're going to create like a game, you know, like a game. So we go my lessons and create. So my lesson create. You type in here, you make a click here, create. And we're going to create a lesson. So in that, you're going to look, type in, click on add content, and you want to create a very beautiful activity. So you go to activity. I like this game, I love this. Time to climb. I click in here, time to climb. And here, for instance, this is just an example, let's see. You could write here sentences, or you could write maybe speak, sorry, hablar in English, and then you can create your own. You can write here the right answer. Let's see. I'm going to do it very simple so that we can finish this presentation, and you could see it, the product. Let's see, cook. And I want the answer in images. I do images, and here they are asking me to upload my image. And I upload. Maybe this one, drink. And then I need another image. So since I have here drink, I'm going to put here drink to make my life easier. So did you see drink? And I have to choose my right answer. Drink is this one. If you don't want that, you can also drag it. Okay, you can drag it. Now, this is my answer, this is my question. This is the time, the seconds that I want that question to be on. Continue, add question, because we want many questions for the students. We don't only want one question. Add question, same. Let's see. Get up. As I said, you could write maybe here a sentence. You know, like for instance, I get up early every day. Okay, so now image, and then I have to look for my image. And let's see, I'm going to put here this. And then this is one image. And then I need another one. This one, I get up. Look, I want only 2 choices, but if you want, you can add more answers. So you could have 3 images. You choose. I want another question. So 5. Then I have to upload my picture. Ish. And then here.
Era más grande era. Esto es 1, vamos a darle. Esto más es.
So the answer file was here, no? This one.
Y otro más acá.
Okay, now continue.
Ivana, ¿no? Sí, esa es
Add question.
Teach me. Pegarle una.
A moment, Alicia, a moment. I need to identify the sound. Please deactivate your audio. Okay.
Mine?
No, it's not yours. It's someone else. Okay, I just mute some of them. Okay, continue, please, Alicia.
Teach, and then I upload my image. I have to upload it. And then the other. So far we are in the 4. Let's do 6, okay? Then, and if you want to put another option, then you add answer, another question. Let's see. You could do it more complicated. I'm trying to do it that simple. You could write here, maybe I write letters every day to my cousins. I just want you to have an idea. So then upload it. Okay. And this is the answer, correct? Let's do 6, okay? Add question. Add image. And then maybe wear glasses. The answer is, oh, I didn't put that wear glasses. Wear glasses. Okay, wear glasses is this. Let me double check my answers. Let's see, drink. Yes. I get up, oh, I get up early. I get up early every day. I get up early every day. Fight, teach, write. I usually like to triple check. I'm a teacher like that. I am checking if my answers are right. Get up early, I get up early. Fight, teach, excellent, right, perfect. Wear glasses, correct. Now, now I'm going to save it, I'm going to save. Okay, here it is, my time to climb. Then what I did, I'm going to save and exit. Oh, I'm going to write a name for my lesson. Let's see what I'm going to write Drake, right, Pilar?
Drek, D-R-E-C.
Okay. Callao. I like that. Then I'm going to save and exit. It's creating here. Did you see? It's saving. I have it here, this, right? So then what I'm going to do is, look, I am going to share with my students so that they can play. So the one that the icon that I have to click is a student paste. I click here. And then here they have a code, but also I can send them the link. So I click here and there is a link here, copy. Okay, now, Pilar, el chat, right?
Yes.
Chat. Now listen up, colleagues. I'm going to paste the chat and listen. When you click in that link, and when you click in that link, they are going to ask you for your name. And you put your name up and your last name below so that you can see who is your students. Did I send the link,
yes,
right?
Yes,
okay.
the link is in the chat. Everybody can.
So now
can
make
push
a
the link. Yes, they can
make a click on the link, and then after that you write your name. You're going to see 3 monsters. You have to pick up your monster. You click on the monster, and below there is like a blue line. It says start, and you start.
Okay, so we ask you, dear teacher, to try on that link and start playing in order to practice on this near path game. This game is time to climb. So you can see maybe that you are climbing a mountain.
And your name is below. The little animal that is climbing the mountain, it has the name that you wrote in that link. If they are asking for a code, the code is, if they are asking with the link, you don't need a code. But if they are asking for the code, this is the code that is on the screen. So you have to play. Let's see on my end. I want to check on my end. How many participants are there, Pilar?
On the room, we have 104.
Okay, by chance, if they, let's see, because this link is only valid for 30 people. Okay, so if that is the case, what I do, maybe because you want to replicate to another class, right? There is another option. This is the option. So you go to here one more time, student paste, and then you launch new students again. And then I have another code. So now I'm going to give you another link. If, for instance, the teachers that are online, in a good scenario, 30 of them, they are climbing the mountain, then maybe the 31 teacher cannot get into that game. Since you are the 31, then this code is going to help, is going to be for you. Does that make sense?
Yes, Alicia, it makes sense. It's dear participant. If you cannot enter in the first code, you can duplicate and create another code and send it again. So the other.
I already sent it.
The other students, in your case, teacher, can enter.
Exactly.
Leslie Gamara say, I did it.
Oh, good.
With a smile.
Oh,
Pamela
so
Calderon also say, me too, they did it. How did you feel, dear teachers, when you tried? Jimmy also, Stephanie, Pamela. Pamela won, congratulations. Maria Teresa did it, amazing. Okay, Sylvia Waman also did it.
Excellent, excellent.
Yes, and Leslie say, I want to. Yes, you won. Yes, you won. You are excellent teachers. It was nice, very fun. And also it was motivating. Yes, it was motivating. Many students, they really like playing games. Yes, they really like video games, be active. So if we adapt this kind of games with our lesson class in order that they will learn vocabulary, sentences, questions, and choose the correct answer, they really enjoy because they are participating, learning, and at the same time having fun.
Excellent, yes. A piece of advice, because you teachers are going to create your own, and maybe when you give the link to your students, it's only for 30 students. And as we know, Peru has more students. So you have to do this. Look at the computer. So you go into your folder that you created, a student paste, and as you see, you have to replicate it. So what you do is you go into here, and this link, when you copy, is going to be for the other class. So that is important to know, because if you do not know, if you don't do that, then the students are not going to be able to get into the game. Correct? So
I am reading the more comments that the teachers are participating in the link and they finish it.
they finish it. Oh,
yeah,
that's good.
Interesting.
Now,
okay, I couldn't. There is one teacher that couldn't. Maybe you can send.
Maybe he is a 30. Okay, I will send him the link. Let's see. I'm going to create.
Okay.
Let's see. A new link.
A ver, saca tu cartera. Yo no tengo ni un apuro porque para mí era lo mismo.
Okay. There is another sound.
Yes. Things happen. Let's see, try that.
Alejandro say it was so funny. I lost, but it was funny. Good, Alejandro. Alicia has sent another link, so you can try again, Alejandro, and maybe on this game you will win. Okay, Rocío Pilar le dice, me pide un código.
Okay, give him that code,
7UZRF.
Yes.
Yes, you can copy the code, or just enter through the link. Okay, that's very nice, dear teachers, that you enjoyed this application, and you can adapt with the topics that your students are learning. If they are learning simple past, they are learning vocabulary, or they are learning verbs in simple or future, questions, yes, no questions, so you can adapt your material. And the most important is totally free.
Yes, it's totally free. Okay, so
as much as you practice, as much you can use this in your classes, and also it will be very easy to create. At the first time, it's quite complicated. We know that sometimes we don't have time to practice or to try, but try to use one of these tools. When you have learned and practice, try with your student, and then in another moment you try another tool, and in that way you will learn more and more.
Okay, so another thing that Pilar later she's going to send it to you is I wanted to share with you this PowerPoint. You just in this case I want you to edit yourself. So this is like a puzzle, so students can guess what verb is it. But I usually do like this. What is it? Is it? Is it? And then they said, okay, it's watch TV. What is it? Is it? Is it? Is it? Is it? Oh, dance tango. But in personal, I like only four puzzle, like 4 times. What is it? Is it? Is it? Talk. What is it? Is it? Is it? No? So later, Pilar is going to send you that so that you can, instead of the image that I have, you can edit and put your image that you want, that you are maybe learning with your students. There are more things that I want to share, but I think if I share more, I would be here with you until 2 o'clock or more. So I think it was a pleasure so far to share with you what I have researched and what I have learned. And thank you, Pilar, for your invitation.
Thank you, Alicia. Now we are going to enter 10 minutes or maybe 15 minutes to write your comments, your questions, and if you want to make any question to the presenter Alicia or maybe to me, just open the write it on the chat, or just open your microphone so we can participate in these minutes. Don't forget to make your attendance registration in the form that is in the chat. Okay. I'm going to copy it again because as we have many comments on the chat, I'm going to copy again the attendance form. Through the attendance form, I'm going to send the PowerPoint. I have sent already to 60 teachers that they have finished the registration. I have sent the PPTs, the PowerPoints, so you can have this presentation of your emails. Okay, so open your microphones. Any volunteers to make any question or comment? Okay, we have a comment on the chat from Silvia Guaman, another top teacher in Callao also.
Wow.
We have many top teachers in Callao. Really important to use new tools. Thanks a lot, Miss Alicia and Pilar. Janet, another top teacher also from Callao. I have many top teachers, but many
I work in Callao before and they are very good.
Really useful and interesting, especially for interactive classes. Thanks, Alicia and Pilar. It was clear and useful. Ugel Ventanilla present. Yes, we are.
Ventanilla.
Ventanilla. We are here as only one region, but we have Callao and Ventanilla.
I work in Ventanilla.
Oh, really? You work in Ventanilla? What school?
1 year. Francisco Solano.
Francisco Solano. Maybe here we can find the teacher that works in Francisco Solano too. And another comment. Okay, another comment says, very grateful for brilliant class. Okay, we have comments here, new tools. Okay, I can read. New tools are really useful. Thank you very much to share us. I'm very pleasure for this conference. Thanks a lot, Miss Alicia.
You're welcome.
I worked there too many years ago. Diana Stocondo. Diana Stocondo worked in the school that you mentioned.
Oh. Yes, I work and I couldn't meet it, but I might probably in the meeting.
Hello, Diana.
Miguel Ranera. Thank you so much, and I really appreciate to share those many tools to interact our classes, because we know in this context it's very difficult the participation of the student, and sometimes it's really boring. They only stand to listen. So I really appreciate for sharing those tools.
We are in the same boat.
Okay, thank you, Diana, for your comment. I have one question here. When we have some difficulty with the students that they only have mobiles, they don't have the internet, this application can consume your mobile
data. That is a good that is a good question for your team, for the IT, for the technology guys, for the guru is in computers. You have your team.
Okay, yes, maybe when these tools are in Google's, they have to enter and it will be consuming, but we really recommend to use this on your online classes when you have online, and when the students have the opportunity to connect with your internet, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So we know that difficulty, we have many students that they do not have internet, they just receive the classes through the WhatsApp.
Wow.
Okay, but you can send the links and the student can connect in another moment, okay, or share with other students and they can try.
The link.
Most important is to create the curiosity, right? For the students.
The link, it could be, if you could, when you do the link for the climb the mountain, you could also edit for how many days do you want to be open. It could be a year, it's up to you.
Okay. Another said, teacher from Dre, go ahead with technology and online tools. Very important to develop remote classes. Thank you, Janet. This is a good comment. Yes, in English teacher and other teachers from different areas, they really use the technology tools in order to make our classes more active. Today, it's what we really want to give you is some ideas to use in your classes and make your student or catch your students' attention. That's the idea. Because sometimes we really know that the students, they are not present. They are in the room, but when you call them, you say, Rocio, are you there, Rocio? And maybe Rocio is sleeping.
They are on cloud 9.
Okay, another comment say thank you very much. Very interesting. We have comment from Rocio, from Jimmy, from Eduardo. Okay. I don't know what happened with my chat. It disappeared. There are many. Hopefully you are going well. Okay, don't forget your complete your registration form, because on the registration form I'm going to send to your email the presentation. It says, Mr. Waman, it's important to motivate our students to work online, and these tools are gonna help us. Thank you, Mr. Waman, another top teacher. Noemi Becerra, another top teacher. Congratulations, Ms. Pilar. We have many top teachers, and our teachers from Callao are really well prepared, and they also try new ideas on your classes.
I know them.
On this week, I had the opportunity to share with them in some classes with your students, and I really recognize your effort to make your classes dynamic, to make that all the students participate, and also motivate the classes. Okay. Why do you think it is important to motivate our classes using these tools? Any volunteer to participate orally? You can activate your microphone. Why do you think it's important to use these tools? Yes, Joan, we can listen to you. Why do you think it is important to use the interactive or technology tools? Any volunteer? Or I call like like the teacher. I call. Maria Teresa. Maria Teresa Sotelo, are you there?
Oh yeah. Hi.
Hello, Maria Teresa. Hi.
Okay, I think the tools are very important because they motivate the students to participate, to increase their knowledge. Okay, so they like to play and they learn a lot doing that.
Thank you, Maria Teresa. Okay. Thank you very much. I have another participant, Diana Balvin. She raised her hand. Diana, hello, Diana.
And hi, good morning. Can you hear me?
Yes, clearly.
Okay, good morning, Mrs. Pilar, and good morning, Mrs. Alicia and colleagues. For me to learn these new tools are very important and are also useful for our students, because with these tools we can motivate them, and also we can activate in them the previous knowledge, the schemata, so it's important.
Thank you, Diana. Thank you for your participation. I have another colleague, Mr. Waman. Would you like to participate, please?
Yes, Miss. Good morning, everybody. Well, I'm so happy to be here first. First of all, it was a real pleasure to learn about this new app. And also, I think it's really important for our students to get the motivation by these games and activities, because now, as you said, we cannot notice if the student is present or is attending the class. So with these tools, we can get their attention and make the class more actively. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Waman. He's a great teacher and also use these tools in his classes. And the idea is that we can practice one tool, and when you feel confident, comfortable with this tool, you can apply with your student. Okay, and you can make and apply this tool in your classes. Okay, Elba Casita has rewritten a comment. It said, excellent workshop, thanks a lot. New tools are very important to catch your attention of our students. Thank you, dear teacher. I would like to make an announcement, an important announcement. This is the start of our virtual workshop of many others that we are going to have during the year with different teachers, because the idea is teacher learns from another teachers. We share our experiences, we can give these ideas that really have good results in our classes, and we can create a community of teachers that can share the practice, the pedagogical practice, but at the same time that can help each other. And this year we are going to work as only one group in order that we will receive these free workshops in order to improve our teaching strategies. Next week, DREC is going to have 2 pedagogical meetings with teachers, and we are going to talk about planning and formative evaluation. That is according to our area. Okay, so I will invite you to participate to the other 2 workshops during the week. But the most important, teachers, is that you are going to have this in your work schedule. I mean, if you work at the school in the morning, you can attend to the workshop in the morning. If you work at the school in the afternoon, you can attend the workshop in the afternoon. It is inside of your working schedule. Because we know that many of you are overwhelmed. I have many activities. You don't want to be in another workshop. We really appreciate that you are here on Saturday. That is an important day for your family, for your personal activity, but you are here because you would like to learn, okay? And also during the week, you have a schedule at the school, but in that schedule, you can participate in the DREC workshops. At DREC workshop, we are going to do the plannings, and the topic are plannings and formative evaluation. Okay, this is an important announcement. Well, we have on our meeting our authority. Me permiten ahora hablar en español. Tenemos en la sala nuestra autoridad, el director de gestión pedagógica, el licenciado Fred Jorge Latorre Calvo, director de gestión pedagógica de la DREC, que nos gustaría nos brinde unas palabras.
Buenos días, ¿cómo está? Buenos días, especialista Pilar.
Buenos días,
Buenos
directora.
días, estimados docentes de inglés. Es para mí una alegría compartir con ustedes y de verdad saber de ese taller muy, muy importante del que han sido partícipes. Agradezco también a la docente Alicia Aguilar Escandón por todas las herramientas que ha brindado para que ustedes, los docentes, la apliquen en el trabajo con los estudiantes. De verdad es muy importante, si nomás a veces en las clases presenciales los alumnos a veces no prestan atención, como que no tienen mucho interés en el inglés, y mucho más a veces en las clases virtuales, pero con estas herramientas que ustedes van a utilizar o les han enseñado a utilizar, o de repente algunos ya también ya conocían, pero el manejo ahora lo están viendo un poco más claro. Yo sé que van a tener mejores logros, ¿no? La motivación, los van a motivar, los alumnos motivados aprenden siempre, ¿no? Y de verdad es una alegría para mí contar con una docente de esta calidad, ¿no? La señorita Alicia Aguilar, ella que está en Estados Unidos, pues y conoce el manejo y trae lo nuevo y de verdad es una gran fortaleza. Desde aquí mi saludo a todos ustedes, en nombre de la directora de gestión de la DREC, en nombre de nosotros, los del jefe de DGP y la especialista María del Pilar. Muchas gracias y de verdad bendiciones y les felicito por esta propuesta, especialista María del Pilar Pasache, y a todos ustedes que han estado presentes. De verdad, un sábado un poco difícil, ¿no? A veces, pero bueno, uno cuando quiere aprender, no hay imposibles. Estamos acá. Muchas felicidades. Gracias.
Muchas gracias, director Fred Latorre. Es muy importante transmitir este mensaje, que nuestros docentes se sientan reconocidos, saludados por la autoridad. Tenemos a docentes del UGEL Ventanilla, de Callao, y también de otras UGELes que se unen a esta comunidad de aprendizaje. Una comunidad en la cual aprendemos de nuestros colegas, como Alicia, que es una colega de inglés. Yo la conocí hace varios años atrás en un curso de especialización y también nos ayudábamos mutuamente y llevamos ese mensaje, ¿no? Aprendemos todos de todos. Entonces, estas reuniones que vamos a tener es para que invitemos a demás colegas que tienen ideas innovadoras, puedan socializar y compartir con cada uno de los profesores y podamos ir mejorando. Realmente convertirnos en una comunidad que nos ayudemos en el desarrollo profesional y en el desarrollo humano también, ¿no? Considerarnos siempre fortalecidos, apoyados, ¿no? A veces cuando un colega nos da ánimo para continuar, se nos recarga la energía y seguimos adelante. Felicito en realidad la participación de cada uno de ustedes. Hemos realizado este taller en inglés netamente, pero me dirijo ya en español para dar este cierre en nombre de la Dirección Regional de Educación del Callao. Un agradecimiento muy grande, estimada amiga Alicia, por tu presentación, por las herramientas que hemos recibido el día de hoy, y asimismo a todos ustedes, estimados participantes, por el tiempo dedicado, por esas ganas de aprender, y en realidad también por siempre estar presente en los talleres que realizamos. Los talleres del año pasado ya están certificados, tenemos los certificados, tenemos un material seleccionado. Sin embargo, estamos diseñando el protocolo para la entrega de los mismos, y se le va a enviar las invitaciones para que ustedes reciban su material, sus certificados de la forma más segura. Hemos determinado que en estos meses, como hemos estado en región muy extremo, las medidas de seguridad no nos permitían hacer un tipo de convocatoria para la entrega de los certificados del año pasado, pero tengan por seguro que estos certificados van a ser entregados con toda la seguridad que ustedes necesitan tener. ¿Okay? Sigámonos cuidándonos. La pandemia es una enfermedad que realmente ha tocado a muchos de nosotros. Hemos perdido familias, hemos perdido amigos. Entonces les pido por favor seguir cuidándonos. Gracias Have a nice weekend and enjoy your time with your family. Bye-bye. Bye, Alicia. Bye, dear Principal Fred Latorre.
Bye, Miss María del Pilar.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Goodbye. Miss Pilar,
Bye,
goodbye.
everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, dear teacher. Bye-bye.
Bye.
God bless you.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye. Have a nice weekend.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
See you next
Bye.
time. Bye. Bye.
Thank you, Miss Pilar.
Jimmy.
Goodbye.
Thank you very much for
Bye.
everything.
Bye.
Bye. Have some blessings.
Hi, Lucy, Emily.
Bye.